call this meeting to order of the Hawarden City Council. This is a special meeting. We have a hearing on a property tax levy. So at this point, we're going to open the public hearing regarding property tax levy. Do we have anyone present who would like to speak to that? If so, you can go up to the podium. And seeing no one, are there any other comments from the public that we've gotten through other sources of communication?
About the only things that I've gotten on this is just clarifying questions, asking with what this all means for them, and it's basically going over the rate. We are dropping the rate down from 14.4 down to the 13.02, but like in the paper as stated, our property tax dollars are moving from the 58.7 to the 72.4 range, and that is a lot due to the increase in valuations and a decrease in our TIF asking dollars, which gives more money to all of the taxable entities for the general fund. Okay.
Has the board received any comments from the public?
Nope.
In that case, I will close the public hearing, and I would take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor of closing the special hearing, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes 5-0. Okay, at this time, we will be moving into our regular city council meeting. It is Wednesday, April 8th, 2026 at 5:32. Move on to standard agenda items. First is the approval of the March 25th, 2026 regular meeting minutes.
So moved.
Got a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes 5-0. 1B is the approval of the April 8th, 2026 claims for payment. It's been in your packet. Anyone have any questions or a motion?
A motion.
And a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor of approving the claims from April 8th, 2026, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes 5-0. At this time, we have open business from the community. Do we have anyone who would like to speak to the council tonight? Seeing no one approaching the podium, we'll move on. There is no mayor's report tonight, so we'll go to staff reports discussion. Jacob.
Yeah, so pretty much all we're doing right now is we got this budget almost wrapped up. Next meeting, we'll finish up the budget, and then we will go jumping right into the budget amendment for the current year. We have, my office ladies have been doing some demos for new software and looking into potentially switching softwares. So we are going to start preparing the quotes for you guys on that and doing a pros and cons list so that you guys can let us know if we are going to get a green light to switch to a different software or keep the one that we have now. I just wanted to let the audience and you guys know that we are actively looking at ordinance violations and complaints, and we are going to be starting to really look at them a lot more than what we have in the last few years. So we are going to be doing a little bit of cleanup and then also just trying to get things going in the right direction for that. Kind of sparked by a few complaints from some citizens, and then also we just need to get a little bit of community pride going again. So that's all I got.
Very good. Thank you. Travis.
No, I have nothing tonight. I have a few things on the agenda. So.
Okay. Yep. Anything for us tonight, Misty?
Nope.
Jenny.
No, thank you.
Chief Priest.
Just a quick policy manual update. In the next couple of weeks, we're going to start releasing content to our members, and then the plan is to give them approximately 90 days to review and acknowledge the policy that's been released, and we're looking at sometime mid-July to have that fully implemented and in effect for our members. So,
very good. Thank you. Carol.
We had a
last 2 weeks have a couple great weeks for the grant process. We were awarded a Minnesota Twins grant for $15,000 in conjunction with the River Bandits Baseball Club. We're going to go ahead and do some work out there on the baseball fields, new fencing, backstop, a bunch of different projects out there, some sprinkler systems. That $15,000 is greatly appreciated from the Twins organization.
And that
we-
would be out at the Leo Anderson Complex?
Yes.
South of town?
Yes.
Okay.
And the next thing, we were awarded $50,000 from the Department of Natural Resources, DNR, for a tree grant. That grant will be used to help replace the trees that we've lost due to disease and also from the flood. We'll have to go ahead and create a planting map, nursery quote, that kind of stuff. I'll have to lean on Travis a little bit for that, but we'll get that put together and we'll begin that when they consider the growing season or planting season begins. So those are two good ones for the last couple of weeks. We do have a few more grants in the hopper that should be awarded here within the next couple of weeks, so we should have a good grant cycle for the spring. I've been working on the strategic plan, upgrading our ideas to be more business friendly. We need to find a way to create an environment where businesses can come into our community, build a shop, purchase a building, and move forward and keep it so that it will bring more jobs back to Hawarden for our residents. As you know, gas prices going up, different reasons. We have a beautiful school, a nice hospital. We'd like to keep our individuals and our residents working here in Hawarden. One of those things that's been a big help to that are the chamber ads. I don't know if any of you have seen our ads on TV, but our housing situation is now back into we need more houses. So I'm working with a couple individuals on a housing tax credit grant again. So hopefully we're successful there as well. We've been reaching out to different people around the city. I'm just trying to get some ideas on things that they might be interested in doing, some projects that might be better amenities. A splash pad is always brought up. If there was a way we could find a way to build that, that would be awesome. That's it.
Okay, great. Good work, Carol. Appreciate that. Moving on to council comments. Anyone have anything tonight?
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to all the businesses who took part in the Easter festivities this past weekend, as well as everybody who put that on. Had a pretty good turnout, so that was good.
Yeah, downtown was full.
Yes,
Hard
it
to find a
was.
parking spot.
Yes, it
That was amazing, and yeah, I agree with you, Trevor. I appreciate the chamber organizing that and all of the businesses that participated and all the people that came to participate. Okay. If there's nothing else, let's move on. We've got a presentation from Orange City Sanitation. Welcome. Do you have a little green light down there at the bottom of the?
On the mic.
at the- on
Face the mic.
There you
There.
go. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, so hello, everybody. It's nice to meet you in person. I appreciate you guys hearing us out here today, and we'll be really quick. So, I am, just to kind of introduce myself here and introduce who came along with me. There's a bunch of new faces in our business. We've got 4 of what I like to say is the third generation stepping in. So my name is Justin Van Kalsbeek. You used to see Brad Willinga here. I'm his son-in-law. That is his daughter. My wife, his other daughter, works in our office, as well as his wife, and his son also drives with us as well. So we are kind of here today because we've been servicing the town of Hawarden now for, I believe it's 5 or 6 years. And something that's really big in our business is giving back to our communities. One way, or the main way we try to do this is by either purchasing property in town, doing our business in town, whether that comes to diesel repair, tire work, fuel. We try to purchase as much fuel in town as we can. We've tried really hard to hire somebody from town and have that be an option to park a truck in town, rent a shed in town. That way we kind of give back to the community through taxes, doing businesses with other businesses in town as well. So essentially what I'm here to say today is that we would actually like to give a donation. I have a check with me. It's like I said, it's important for us to support our communities that we service, and you guys on the council are going to be the best to know where that money is needed. So if there's a certain department or area where you guys feel like you need a little bit of money, I'd like to make that check out to them and give that to you guys today.
Well, that's great.
Yes.
Were you
Yes.
thinking I was here for
I
bad?
was
I have a wrestling match here to
That's-
find
yeah.
out where that check is going to go, but
That's amazing.
that's wonderful. We really appreciate that and appreciate having you in town. And I'd love to accept the check from you tonight.
Okay, yeah. Is there a certain department or way I can make it out to?
City of Hayward.
You can just put it to the city, and we can kind of discuss some of the terms at another time.
The blinking light would be a great
Oh, yeah.
place.
Yeah. We make that for 14,000.
How much can we have that check for, sir?
Is that
Well,
part?
yeah, so we are writing it out for $5,000.
Okay.
Oh, awesome, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. That's perfect.
Thank you.
Yes, guys.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, guys.
It's a first for me.
Thank you.
If we get more people just to come show us, give us money, that'd be great.
Thank you.
Well, that was nice. Okay, we'll move on to item number 4, set the public hearing for fiscal year 27 budget adoption. And we're looking at April 22nd.
Correct. So this would be setting our public hearing for adopting the budget for our next council meeting of being April 22nd. That'll go with the same rate that we have in there right now with all of the things that we have been talking about the entire time.
Any questions about that?
I'll make a motion to set the public hearing.
Okay. In a second?
I'll second.
Got a motion and a second. We'll do a roll call vote on this one. Boza,
Aye.
Clucky,
Aye.
Skelling,
Aye.
Warner,
Aye.
Allen.
Aye.
Passes 5-0. Thank you. The hearing will be on April 22nd. Item number 5 is a resolution 2026-10 naming depositories.
Following our last audit, the auditors did give us a suggestion to re-up our depository resolution. It is not required to be done annually, but it is required to be kept up to date. And this basically states who we can have our monies in and how much we can have in those banks. So at no point in time can we have more than those dollar amounts inside each of those banks. The last resolution, we had $9 million listed as the top. Just because of the growth of dollars, we wanted to be safe. We just threw it up to 10. We don't want to be crazy. And so that's what we left it at for right now. And I left it as People's Bank and Rivers Edge Bank for now, keeping our money in town.
Sounds good. Any questions, comments, or a motion?
I'd move to approve resolution 2026-10.
And a second?
Second.
Got a motion to approve the naming of depositories. We'll do a roll call vote again. We'll start with Clucky,
Aye.
Skelling,
Aye.
Warner,
Aye.
Allen,
Aye.
Boza.
Aye.
Passes 5-0. Thank you. Number 6 is a resolution 2026-11 proposing to vacate street and sell real property.
All right, I'm going to actually pull up the picture of this. Thought I had it in there, but apparently didn't. All right, so For this one, there is a little section of street, of 26th Street next to Avenue D, that is not a created road. It doesn't look like it's supposed to be a created road anytime soon. And we had John Grease reach out, interested in purchasing that. He currently owns the rest of 26th Street. To the east of that, he owns the property to the south of that. He owns the alley that's just to the west of that property. And he is looking to purchase that so that he could have access to his property down there to potentially build something. This resolution is to set a public hearing for next meeting in order to dispose of the real property is what this resolution is for. This resolution also states that the price would be 50% or 50 cents per square foot, which comes out to be $2,387 for a quick claim sold as is.
Jacob, does this need to be surveyed?
I do not know the answer to that question.
Most of the property we sell has to be surveyed.
Yeah, there's probably not, yeah, there's not going to be pins in that area. We can sure look for them before we.
Will you go back to that picture?
um,
I guess so, since it's not parceled off.
If we were to sell that, does that become a part of the parcel that ends in 3004 to the west of those houses then, or would it be separate? Would it still be a separate property?
He currently owns that alley and the other half of the street.
Let me pull it up on Beacon, maybe that'll.
It would have its own parcel number.
It would unless he had
Oh,
the abstract combined or something to include both parcel A and B.
Street, it probably would.
So this has its own parcel number right now of 13263530005.
The reason that has its own parcel is when I bought those streets and alleys, the city attorney used a different, instead of using our middle name, he used our middle initial, my wife and I, so then they didn't combine it with my other lots that are there. That's why all the street and alleys are separate. But they will end up being combined under the same name, so all that acreage and everything will be together.
So John, there is currently access off of Avenue D there between 24th and 25th Street, right?
Yeah, where my shed is.
I just want to make sure we correct legal, is my concern.
Okay.
It's not a concern, it's just that, and I assume you want to correct legal too. I think that will get rejected if we say that, if it's not surveyed.
Okay.
Jenny, I think this question would be for you. Can we put stipulations on selling items and require them to be developed in a certain amount of time?
Yeah.
I guess my concern is I don't want more property bought up by people that are just going to hoard it and not develop it. I think in our town, with the way our property values are now, the number of open lots that we have in town, I would like to see, if there is an open lot, that it be developed. We need to start moving in that direction. So I'd like to talk about, if we're going to start selling some of these properties, to put some stipulations on that they be developed in a certain amount of time, or open them up to either going back to the city property, or I'm open to ideas, but I think we need to get some sort of a process of requiring some development to go forward.
Okay. You're not suggesting that that would apply to this particular?
I would support putting some sort of a stipulation on this property as well. I mean,
Okay. I'm just thinking.
otherwise, I worry that it's just going to become another empty space that's never going to be developed.
Okay, thoughts? Jenny? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, we're just setting the motion for a public
For a
hearing
hearing,
on it
yeah.
at this point, so.
And just for, like, future reference, a lot of these streets and alleys that are not improved, the surrounding neighbors kind of pitch in and mow it. The city doesn't go around and mow unimproved streets and alleys. So that kind of feels like they've been maintaining it for
A lot of years.
a lot of years, and if we really have no intention of using it or creating it as a street, then I think it's beneficial to get rid of it off the city books, but that's just a personal opinion, because I'd hate to have to go around and mow all the things that we owe.
Yeah, would you come up to the microphone, please?
I tried to buy that property, that little piece of street, when I bought the other alleys and streets. And, that were in the property, no one's using it, but, I was told by the city that they wanted to maintain that. They didn't want to sell it to me because they wanted access to those back lots. They needed access to it. Which is, I mean, it's all gonna be one big lot until I sell that northern portion that that street is gonna be attached to. And the plan is to have that portion that I do not own now. It's gonna be the driveway to that lot. And then someone plans on building a home there. So if you don't want to sell it to me, that's fine. I don't care. But right now, the neighbors that are adjacent to it along Avenue D utilize that property. It's not being used by the city. The city doesn't do anything with it. If you don't want it on the tax rolls, I don't care. But what I am going to ask is that if you don't sell it to me, then you cut down the trees so that I can use that to access my lot in that area, instead of driving all the way across from wherever the Saddle Club was to access that. That's all I got, thank you.
Okay, thanks. So, we're just setting a date for a hearing tonight, correct?
Yep, that's
Okay.
all this resolution is.
So, we can address any other concerns at the hearing. So, I would take a motion to set a date for a hearing, and do you have you want to do that
That would have been next meeting as well.
at next meeting? So that's April 22nd?
Correct.
Okay. So I would take a motion to set the public hearing.
Can I get a clarifying point first?
Yeah.
Even if we set a public hearing, we could still put stipulations on the sale and things like that
Before next meeting?
the next meeting?
Correct, or your motion can be, it doesn't have to be what's in this. So if you want to add terms and make the motion subject to those terms and conditions, you may do so.
Would it be prudent to do those terms and conditions and add it to this current motion, or will there be another motion that is going to have to be done at the next meeting that it would be more prudent to do that?
It would be more prudent at the next meeting. This one's just to set it.
Okay, any other questions? I would take a motion to set that public hearing for April 22nd.
So move.
And a second? Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Motion and a second. We will do a roll call vote. This is just to set the hearing. Start with Skelling.
Aye.
Warner.
I'm abstaining from this.
Okay. Allen.
No.
Boza.
No.
Clucky.
Aye.
So we've got a 2-2 vote, so the motion does not pass. And we will move on to to item 7. Discussion on possible changes to the water ordinance regarding irrigation meters.
Our current ordinance states that the monthly fee for a water meter is $12.57 per month. We currently charge that fee for irrigation meters, but only through the months that they're used, so May through October. So every October, we have to go through and basically turn them all off, and then remember to turn everybody back on in May so that they get billed for their water usage and their meter for those months. They could still use water in November, and it would just be caught up on the bill in May. But because of those on and offs twice a year, I would propose that we set a different fee, half of the $12.57, which comes to roughly $6.29, and just charge it every month all year round, leave them on. That way it's easier for the billing clerk and everybody. Everybody who has an irrigation meter is just going to be on forever unless they call and say, I want it shut off. And then there's a $30 disconnect fee for that, so.
Makes more sense.
It would be a lot easier. And if everyone agrees, then we'll bring back a ordinance change next month or next meeting, and it'll take 3 readings, so.
Yeah, go ahead.
Everybody in agreement? Okay.
Okay, yeah, let's move forward on that. Number 8 is discussion on a pedestrian crosswalk.
There's been quite a few requests to put a push button light crossing there at the intersection, it's right over here. Summertime gets a ton of traffic, and with our nice new Central Avenue concrete, speeds can get a little higher than they should. It's just a great place for kids to be able to push a button and cross. We have secured grant money for $6,600 through the Sioux County Community Foundation grant. But the cost for the 2 lights is $17,826. And the funds need to be used by July 1, so I just wanted to ask the council if they wanted to go through with that, with the extra funding that we would have to do from the general fund. There is money in RUT to pay for it. And then also maybe we want to put that 5,000.
As I say, we just got $5,000 to go towards it, so sounds good there.
That would drop it down to $6,226 that would be out of pocket through RUT.
We do have plenty of places for that 5,000 to go, so if RUT could pay for it, it might be better.
Are we limited?
I have other,
Are we limited to
other ideas.
Are we limited to what we can use RUT for? What are those limitations?
It would work for RUT because it's signage, roads.
Correct. RUT is a very limited fund that you can use it for. It has to go towards road improvement or signage for those
What
roads.
is the current balance in our RUT fund? I mean, do we have enough money in that fund to
Yes.
fund a project like this?
Correct. We have still more than 30,000 of unassigned funds right now.
Okay.
So,
I guess from my perspective, I think we should fund the project with RUT funds, especially since that's what they're designed for.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Agreed. Yeah, go with that.
But go ahead with the project.
I think so. I think
Yeah,
move
it's a
forward.
Absolutely.
safety thing.
Yep.
You know,
and
one
we-
of the times that stands out to me is Labor Day weekend.
Yep.
There's just so much traffic in that area and so many cars driving by that having a crossing like there would be ideal.
And partially paid with grant, that's awesome. You want to
Yeah.
utilize that money
Yep.
when we get it, so. Okay, we'll move forward with that as well. Thank you.
Okay. Item 9 is catalyst grant discussion.
So I guess I'll start on this. So it was asked to put this on the agenda, this meeting from last meeting. I just wanted to go over my steps that I've taken to look into this after it was brought to my attention that there was potentially issues with it. I contacted the IEDA to ask them if they have see any issues on their side or if there's any risk from their part, and they did write back that we are in total compliance with them for everything that they've received to date, and IEDA has approved every claim presented to them so far. IEDA has a contract with the city of Hawarden, and the city has a development agreement with the property owner. So it is a normal process for the city to allow different development agreement if the property is sold. IEDA ensures the scope of the work is consistent with the original scope, and then everything else proceeds as approved. And that is what I received back from them, so.
Thank you.
Any questions? Okay. We do not have any items on the consent agenda, so we are at the end of our agenda. I would take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
And a second.
Second?
All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Passes 5-0. Thank you. We are adjourned.